Okay. Welcome, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Yeah. What would you like to talk about today?
Why I feel angry.
Why you feel angry?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm not too sure why. I just have like the feeling of anger, not like I want to go out and punch someone in the face kind of anger, but just like when I'm with my husband, he'll say something and it'll be like the simplest thing, like just take it easy, and it just enrages me. Like I just feel angry. Like
So he says something to you like take it easy
yeah,
because you're
I'm
angry already?
I'm already like frustrated or whatnot, and he'll just like try to calm me down, just like say take it easy, and it just makes me like it just turns up a bit more. Like he hasn't done anything, like he hasn't said shut your face or anything mean to me, but just he just say it just makes me frustrated. Angry.
So you're getting up in the morning,
yeah,
right? We will walk through your day a wee bit.
yeah.
Getting up in the morning, getting the kids organised.
Yeah.
What happens next?
Or when I get up in the morning, the kids aren't fed, so I have to say, come on, you guys go to have something to eat.
Yeah.
And of course, Gary hasn't fed them, so I'm just like, we had this conversation yesterday, and you said that you'd try harder, but you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like I'm just going around circles, so I get the kids breakfast, and I just grab my music and I go off to my bedroom, and obviously I feed Ness as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just go up to my bedroom with my music and I just get ready and
Mm-hmm. You said, of course, that he hasn't fed them.
yes.
Okay. Do you want to explain a little bit more around the of course?
Well, just like I've told him numerous times that if he's up, get the kids to have some breakfast because they're little people and they don't really remember that they need breakfast because if they're watching TV, they forget that they need breakfast. Yeah, so I feel like I'm going around in a circle asking him and
Going around in a circle. And when you're in the circle,
yeah,
what does that feel like to you? What's your sensation when you're in a circle?
Groundhog Day, like I'm just doing the same thing over and over.
Okay. Same thing.
I get up, I feed the kids, I get them ready. Obviously, we're talking like a working week, Monday to Friday. Gary's already at work because he starts at 7 o'clock, so I get up and I just feel that I have to do more than my share in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. More than your share, and you said it's Groundhog Day.
Yeah, like
So it's the same
thing. Yeah. And some days it doesn't bother me because I'm just like,
just get your tissue.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Some days
some days it doesn't bother me at all, and I'll get up and I'll just do it because I know that it needs done. But in the weekends, it drives me crazy because I know it's something so trivial as just getting breakfast for the kids, but it's when Gary's at home as well, and he, lighten my load a wee bit. Like, don't expect to be my job all the time because we're supposed to be a partnership and supposed to share the load together. But I feel like it's just me all the time.
So it's you carrying the load. I'm sort of getting an impression here about you're carrying the load as mum for the kids.
Yeah.
But you're also carrying Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, carrying Gary?
Carrying Gary. I don't even know what that actually means.
As in you mentioned that you're doing more.
Oh, So
then
yeah, okay. So
yeah.
Gary does his own thing. Like he'll get up and he's got into this new farm, not farming, growing his garden. So that's his wee baby, and he's put his whole everything into it. Then that just leaves me with everything else that needs to be done in our relationship, like tidying the house. You know, there's no help from him unless I initiate that I need the help. Like he can't see that something needs done unless I tell him that it needs done. And time again I've said to him, you know, you need to be able to see that something needs done. If one of your workmates didn't do that, your work, you would have been swearing at them and they probably would have been fired by now. But he can't.
So I heard the word initiate.
Yeah.
So if we take that word initiate, and it sounds to me that it seems to be quite pervasive. You know, you have to initiate what's for the kids. You have to initiate what's for Nest. You have to initiate what the adult does in the house and the cleaning and stuff. And he initiates what goes on for Gary.
Yeah.
So if we were to take this initiate as a thing and make it a thing, okay, and take it away from you, what do you think you might call this initiate if you were to call it a name?
Obstacle, I don't know.
Does it have an identity? Does it have a personality? Does it have a face or a form or?
Just in your, that doesn't have a face because I guess it's in your brain because you're thinking that something needs done and I guess it holds some value to me but not to him. That it's less important or I don't know. It's, you know, we're both brought up differently. Gary's mum was the type of mum that would do everything for them, whereas I was brought up where we all had responsibility around the house. Like I would wash the dishes, my other sister would dry them, and my younger sister would put them all away. So we had a role after tea. That's what would be done. And then obviously Gary's family, his mum would do it all. So we're trying to blend my family and his family, and I feel like it's just
you did this, so that's like loggerheads.
Yeah, yeah, and he doesn't see things that are as important that I do.
He doesn't see the same things as important as you do. This is really upsetting for you, isn't it? Yeah.
Because I think it's just something that I feel it's silly.
It's silly.
It is.
It's all right in your own time, Rebecca. It's quite okay. The words are coming.
I just feel that it's something that it's so trivial. Like it shouldn't be that hard. But
that hard in what way? That hard to do? That hard to understand? That hard for you?
That hard for me. Yeah, I don't think that a relationship, you know, it shouldn't be what you're arguing about, like who's going to fold the washing. Like see that the washing needs folded and fold it, you know, work as a team and fold it together and put it away. But it just seems that I have more importance on having clean clothes for me and the kids and Gary and doing all that, then Gary sees the importance of washing the towels and stuff like that. Like he'll wash his own clothes in the weekends because he wears open stuff.
Mhm.
So he'll wash that separately, which is fine, but he doesn't see that like there's a load of towels that need done as well.
Mm.
So that's, and then, like I already work 25 hours a week and raising two beautiful kids. And I just feel like I'm a single mum with 3 children.
Mm. You're a single mum with 3 children.
Who binge eat.
Mm. It sounds like there's a sense that you're really holding the baby.
Yeah.
You're watching out for everybody.
Yeah.
Looking after everybody.
Mm. Yeah.
We talked about the word initiative. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you also mentioned that you both came from different places.
Yeah.
His mother looked after him.
Yeah.
And you guys looked after each other.
Yeah.
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 You also expressed that, and you mentioned about working as a team.
Yeah.
Mm. You want to talk more about that?
Working as a team.
What would that look like for you?
Well, that would in Rebecca's world.
Yeah.
That would look like working.
Harmoniously.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Together. Like I cook tea and Gary sets the table. We put our dishes together.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff. That life.
Mm-hmm.
Not I cook tea. And just the kids are doing whatever they want to do, and Gary's out doing whatever it is that he needs to do. That's what it is at the moment.
Mm. And how you would like it to be would be you and Gary.
Yeah.
Integrating.
Yeah.
Would that be an accurate word?
Yeah.
Integrating. His strengths, your strengths, and support each other's weaknesses,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
And between the two of you as this team, working at parenting the children. Yeah.
I refer to myself. I refer to him as the fun dad, and I'm the grumpy mum, because that's, I guess, what happens is that I'm growing these wee people and trying to instill some value into them, and this is how life is kind of done. And then Gary gets to come home and he gets to be fun dad, and
How does that make you feel?
I wish I was fun mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't get to be fun mum. That's really painful, isn't it?
Oh, I do, but not as much as I'd like.
Right. And how much would you like?
All of it.
All of it.
But I can't be fun mum all the time because
No.
And it's not like I haven't spoken to Gary about how I feel. It's been ongoing for ages. And then I wonder, maybe I do need to relax and not see something like folding the washing with so much importance. Like it's still going to be there tomorrow and the day after that.
So when you've had these conversations with Gary, you've initiated them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how would they normally progress?
I would normally be like, I'll wait till the kids aren't around, because I don't I don't think that they need to see that.
Right.
So then I'll be like, I'm pissed off, or I'm frustrated. Just that's how I'd kind of start it. You know, that I've had this conversation with you before. I need you to be my support person and be on my team and help me with the stuff that needs done around the house. And Gary will always go, "Oh, I'll try better. Understand what you're saying." And normally everything's fine because I guess I believe that he's trying, but there's only so many times you can flog a dead horse, like you say. Yeah.
And when it comes to I'm approaching this situation again.
Yeah.
What's the sense in yourself then?
I get like angry and frustrated that I'm back here again.
What does that do to you?
It makes me feel angry. Just angry with inside, like I've been let down again.
What does let down mean?
When someone said that they'll do something and they don't follow through, that's I guess how I feel that I've been let down.
Sounds like that's been a long time. Feeling.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that it's been a while that this has been around with you and Gary.
Yeah, it just seems to be like I think probably in every relationship you have something that you argue about. This is ours. Is that I need help with the house, and I know that everyone else has bigger problems, but for me it's just I need help around the house. I can't. I'm only one person. I can't do it all.
I hear you minimising.
What do you mean by that?
I hear you. You said, it might not be, the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But to me, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything is subjective.
Yeah.
Speak to you.
Yeah.
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 And I see that it's really painful for you. I get that.
Like I constantly, I'm in the moment, and I'm like thinking, is it such a big deal? Like maybe you need to change the way you think because am I bringing my past into my future, and maybe it shouldn't be such a big deal because that's how my parents raised me, and I'm trying to do, I guess, make the same thing happen again. But, if you were in my parents' house back in the day, everything would be tidy. Everything would be in its place. And am I still, trying to do that now?
And if you are trying to do that now?
But why am I trying to do that now? Like, why? I don't understand why I hold such a value on something that's, I guess, not to anybody else, but at the end of the day, who cares if your house is messy when somebody comes around? But I care.
You care.
But why do I care?
Yeah.
It
means something to you.
But I don't know.
When you were little, it meant something to you. What did it mean to you? Good time.
Every time I cry.
This is a place to cry.
Place of tears.
Mm.
I guess there's a time when I guess it was a time when my mum and dad were still together, and it was still, I guess, the stock standard family, mum, dad, and children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I think of when I'm cleaning the house. Is well, not I don't think of, that's not my house to look like, but just like it was calm. Well, the house was tidy. You knew everything was.
Mm-hmm. And what did that mean to you where everything was?
Um,
What did that give you a sense of?
I'm not really too sure. I guess, like I was little, life was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess that if I bring that through to now, then I'm chasing happiness.
Mm. You were little, life was fun. What was fun about life back
I didn't have to be the parent.
then?
I could run up and down the section.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had no responsibility.
Mm-hmm. So it's sort of a carefree life. I'm getting this impression, this picture in my mind where Rebecca's in this lovely house that's maintained and looked after, and there's a sense of um, unity, uniformity.
Yes.
Everything's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I can just go about being a kid. Yeah.
And amongst all that, and as weird as it is, like my sister at that same time is, has leukemia, and all I can think about is how organised the house was.
Mm.
But at that age, I I, I have no concept of what cancer is and how much that impacts my parents. But all I take away from that time is how organised my parents' house was.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. How old were you at that point?
I was about 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you have many recollections of your sister having leukemia?
I have one or two real memories that kind of stand out.
Mm.
One is when, obviously, my doctor, well, not my doctor, but my sister's doctor had to break the news to my mum's family. We were in the waiting room and in a big room, I guess, with some other doctors in there to support people. And me and my younger sister, we got to be the people that were like, this is the red cells and this is the white cells. And we thought that was fun because we're like, hey, this is, it's cool, we've got a job we've got to do, and all I can see is like a room full of people. And my mum's. My mum's straight ahead of me, and she's crying like I'm crying now. But I didn't understand why she was crying, because I'm, this is your white blood cells. Yeah.
And now as an adult you can look back and say, yeah. What would you like to say to that little girl?
I'll just give her a hug. And I guess that's what I like to do with my daughter, is I like to give her like these just ridiculously long cuddles, and when she wants to let go, that's when I know that she's had enough. So.
And when you give her these cuddles, these ridiculously long cuddles,
yeah.
how do you feel?
I feel like she's cuddling me the way I would want to be cuddled if I was the child.
Right.
Yeah, almost as if she knows that I need the cuddle more than she needs the cuddle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's meeting the child need in you. And you think that she might know that she's helping Mummy out some way.
Yeah.
Mummy needs a hug. Yeah. Have you verbalised this to Charlotte?
No, there's just like there's this unspoken cuddling rule. Yeah, and it's it's like she'll give me a cuddle that she's going to school, but these cuddles are different. Like they're different. Yeah. Not the cuddle, but I'm going to watch TV at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it's 9 o'clock at night.
Yes.
But the cuddle that.
So you can tell that they're a different cuddle.
Yeah.
She's giving you a different cuddle. They feel different.
Yeah.
And what about Ollie? Does he give you cuddles?
Ollie's more my affectionate child. He always wants cuddles. And kisses. Yeah, and so he's definitely the more affectionate child.
Of the two natures, which would you say that you are closer to as a child yourself?
Probably 50-50. I see a lot of similarities in both, like, from what I remember. I used to laugh a lot. And just I was always outside
doing stuff.
And they both bring that to the table.
They like to be busy. They like to be outside.
Yeah.
They like to have things to do.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
What happens if they don't have things to do?
They find something to do. Yeah, they always find something to do. They'll just watch TV, even though they've got a bedroom full of toys that I go on about. You need to put toys away. Got too many toys. But when the time comes to chuck out the toys, no, I love that toy. You haven't played with it in 3 months.
Yes. I get a real sense with you, Rebecca, that there's a amazing amount of insight that you've got with where there were some really painful parts.
Yeah.
In your life coming through. Yeah. And I've even heard you make comments about I wonder why it's so important now.
Yeah.
When you were part of your sister's battle with leukemia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why am I worrying about it? You started off saying, it's stupid. It's only small. It's really, why am I worried about this stuff when there's other stuff,
Yeah.
you know? And then I get mad with myself because I'm worried about it and I'm mad about it, which makes me more mad about it.
I'm mad about being mad.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes. I'm mad about being mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when was there a time when you weren't mad about being mad?
It just like comes and goes. Like now, I'm not mad about being mad. I feel like I've offloaded.
Yeah.
When I'm by myself, like I have like no responsibility. Like I could be at the gym lifting weights, and then that's like I don't. I guess when I come home and
Talk to me about this responsibility. What was that?
I feel
Thank you.
like I'm the parent, so I have to. I hate using the word I have to because I don't have to. I'm the parent, and I'm bringing up two children plus Gary. And I guess in some of my belief settings that I put on myself that I have to do all the stuff because nobody else is going to help me, even though I've asked for help.
Okay.
And of course, nobody can do it the right way anyway. Yeah.
So if they could do it the right way,
Mm.
and if they did take, what was the word we used? Initiative.
Yeah.
Gary is the one you're really focusing and talking about here, aren't we? If he were to do that, what would it look like? What would he do?
He would just get up and he'd do it. Like he can go outside and know that the plants need watered, just like that. And
for his garden.
Because he sees that it's some importance, which is great because this year we're not going to have to pay for vegetables. So I guess on my side would be that he would do the same aside. Like he would say that we need socks for this coming week, so we would fold socks, or he would fold socks and I would fold towels. Just working alongside each other like you would do in your own workplace.
Okay, so what would that working alongside you mean for you?
Well, I'm in command and he's my just working alongside each other, just knowing that needs done, having a laugh, maybe throw a sock or two at each other, just having fun in what we're doing.
Okay. But working alongside each other sends a lot of messages to you, doesn't it? Really, it's helping.
Yeah.
It's doing the practical stuff.
Yeah.
It's communication physically.
Yeah.
I'm here beside you. It's emotionally, I'm supporting you.
Yeah.
It's fun because we can do daft things with each other.
Yeah.
And it also gives you a sense of, I'm sort of hearing security, because it's perhaps a reminder of where security was with you when things were good at home, when you were a little child.
Yeah.
So it sounds like these tasks that you are responsible for hold a lot of other messages. Yeah. That go quite a way back.
Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes I just get so frustrated within myself because I'm aware that this is probably what I have been doing is seeing things in my younger years and trying to bring them through. Like my mum and dad, I don't ever remember seeing them doing housework together. It was always mum would do one thing because dad would work during the day, and then mum would go work at night. So they didn't never really work together because I guess that they didn't have time to be together. So I think that's what I want for my kids to see is, mum and dad can work together.
So if they work together, then what happens after that? If they work together,
they stay together. I don't know.
They stay together.
I don't know.
If they spend more time working together and doing stuff together,
then
they stay together. And if you don't, then you don't.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, no, that's not what I'm saying. I think, I don't think that me and Gary not doing the washing together means that we're going to break up. But I want, our kids to see us doing stuff together as, mum and dad, that was like fun, we want to do it. But I think that in some point of my brain, I see it like that, well, your parents' relationship failed, and see similarities as reasons why, and, obviously 1 plus 1 in my brain doesn't equal 2, it equals like 50,000.
Because as a child, you mean?
Yeah.
Or now?
It's now. I don't know why my parents' relationship failed, but mum fell out of love. And I don't know why, because I'm not my mum. But I see things from my childhood, and I'm adding them up, and that's why. And then I get to see the same thing in Gary's family. His mum did everything, and they didn't stay together. So I'm like, well, fine, that didn't work in your family, and that didn't work in your family, so it's going to work in ours, Yeah. Okay. So that might be where my, it's not so important, because, there are bigger things to other people, but it's obviously a big thing to me. And I have said that to Gary before, and he's like, that will never happen.
And when he says that will never happen, what goes through your mind?
That you don't know what 5 years going to bring from now. So, yeah. But not folding washing. Isn't going to be one.
And yet it is.
Yeah, to me it is like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be
because you laugh at the same time as you cry, because it's almost like it's crazy. What has folding the washing got to do with happiness in the marriage?
Yeah. But just, if you were to talk to somebody other than yourself, they'd be like, she be smoking some drugs. That doesn't sound right. You hear of relationships failing because they've been cheating on their partner with multiple other partners, and that's the reason. But nobody ever broke up because they didn't fold washing together. But in my head, that's what will happen.
Yeah. So you've got a lot of information going on there. You've got a lot of information about what you would like the marriage to be. How would you like it? You've got information about where you both came from, and where that plays into your marriage. You've got the relationship that your mother and father had, and why, and actually not why that fell apart.
No.
That's where the information stops.
Yeah.
In that regard.
Yeah.
Because as a child, things were going fine.
Yeah.
You thought things were a little odd when your sister had leukemia.
Yeah.
But everybody kept it together.
Yeah. Because I only seen
what you could see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now you're an adult.
Yeah.
And you've got family of your own.
Yeah. And I know how scary that must have been for both my parents to know that the odds of their youngest daughter pulling through with leukemia were, you know, she was a guinea pig with the medication they put her on because, you know, not many children get adult leukemia. So,
Right. Gosh, it must have been rough.
yeah, and, you know, like, and, yeah, just, I think I'm such a sensitive person, I guess what they call an empath. But I would understand how that felt for my parents. So,
In
how do I fix this?
In times gone past, you've you've got to a point where you're now looking at this and you've tried to make sense of it all.
Yeah.
But you've also said that there are times when it's not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we look at a little bit around that?
About the fun times in my adult life.
Yeah.
I guess when I don't have to think, but like I'm at work and the only job I need to do is my work job. That's it. There's no, the cleaner didn't clean the bathroom properly. I've got to go clean it because that's not my job. I don't get paid to do the cleaning. She gets paid to do the cleaning. I'll go down to my workmate's office and we'll laugh about just complete random stuff. Like I feel like I'm me. Like there's no there's no responsibility other than I need to scan this bit of paper into the computer and send it away. Like that's it. That's me.
So would it be fair to say that the responsibility ramps up your what would you call it? What's that feeling inside you?
I think since having kids, like I have some form of anxiety, and I think that plays a part in my home life,
Right.
my hockey life. Like sometimes I feel like I'm got split personalities because you put on a different face for different people because everyone wants to be liked and no one wants to be grumpy Rebecca. So, you know, my hockey life is different. I'm your coach, but also have fun because kids want fun, kids need fun. But then when I get home, it's just like I've got to be the parent again, and I've got to have this perfect life because if someone comes around, they want to see your clean house.
Tell me what a perfect life looks
I'm not too sure what a perfect life looks like, but I guess tidy. Like if my house is tidy, then my brain's tidy, and I'm just so I'm just going around circles, tidying my house. My brain might become clear, and I'm about to be able to do this, and the anxiety might be a wee bit less. Just
talk to me about that anxiety.
I'm not even too sure if it's anxiety. It's just
This thing called
feel
anxiety.
tense.
Yeah.
Feel tense.
If you were to describe it as a thing, how would you describe it? Do you wear it? Do you smell it? Do you?
I feel it in my chest.
You feel it in your chest. Yeah. So is it a pressure or pain or?
It's not a pain.
Right.
It's I just don't even know. Like the most I've ever felt it so heightened was I was recently in Dunedin and there was more traffic than there was normally, and I know the streets of Dunedin well because that's where I grew up. But I just had this, oh my gosh, I'm going to crash into anybody, just feeling that I had no idea what I was doing. And I guess that's how I feel being a wife and a mother. Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I don't know what I'm doing.
Just,
doing.
yeah, like, yeah. Yeah.
And Rebecca's supposed to know what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why is Rebecca supposed to know what she's doing?
Because she's seen other people do it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Mm-hmm. So because she's seen other people do it, she's supposed to know how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like I know how to do my job because somebody showed me how to do it, so now I know how to do it. But in reality, nobody showed me how to be a parent to twins. No one showed me how to be a wife. Like I just seen bits and pieces around, and I'm just making up my puzzle on how life's supposed to be. So I've taken bits from my parents' life, Gary's parents' life, and a life that I guess I want for my kids, and I've made this puzzle that
You're taking in bits.
Doesn't fit.
Okay, so you're taking these in these little bits from here and there, and then as you've tried to put them together, they don't quite fit.
No.
That's what you're saying. So how do you think they would quite fit? What do you think would need to happen?
I think that I would need to just not, like, I know this is weird and it feels weird, just not. That was their life, and, you know, I was a child, and life was fun, and I think that's what I need to go back to, is having fun. Like,
having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not so, and I think that if I'm more fun, then I'll be less anxious because there won't be so much.
So how do you make this fun happen? Sorry, I interrupted there.
Do you want to know? Make a game of putting away washing with the kids. Like get them involved. I guess.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Yeah. I heard of a thing that it's called washing basketball.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of washing basketball?
No.
Yeah. It's called, there's the washing basket, and here's our socks.
Oh yeah.
And we see how many points we can score by getting the socks into the basket. But there's a proviso. We have to have the socks paired up and rolled together before it becomes a ball.
Okay.
And then we play the game.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, that was what you started off saying too, wasn't it? Make it fun.
Yeah.
You know, because I heard you saying that although you're coming with these ideas from this end, you're coming with understand that the ideas from Gary's end as well, from where he came. But when you get them, they don't actually quite fit because they're not actually for you. You're saying that they're not yours.
No.
There's something missing.
Yeah.
It's not actually yours. You need to make
my own.
Your own. Yeah. And you also said that if you go back and take out the best of that story, which was the fun, you can take it and re-inject it into what you've got now.
Yeah.
So if you re-inject that fun into the now, what do you think would happen?
Life would be less stressful. It would be, I know,
Where would that, you talked about that anxiety and you went like this, like it's, where do you think that would go?
It would just probably disappear.
Because when you're recalling your childhood and that fun time, there was less responsibility because it was, you knew where you were.
Yeah.
Everybody had their roles.
Yeah.
So it was shared.
Yeah.
So the anxiety wasn't there. Yeah. So if you take that same dynamic, which is what you're saying, and put it into the now, then the kids have got their roles.
Yeah.
This is a new game. Let's say, oh yeah, are we going to do the washing tonight? I'm going to get 20 points tonight, you know. And then Gary can come along and he could be the coach of the dishes. Or he could be the coach of tag along towel or something, you know. Well done, you've created a new way of looking at things. Yeah. Well, I'm aware of the time.
Yes.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
A lot better. Like I've got something off my chest to somebody that doesn't know my relationship.
So it's a sense of release.
Yes, release,
Yeah.
release, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you
Next week.
next week. Cool.